Good luck on that.
Hey, yo, what's good? Right now you're watching Casino is the Name, and you're also watching
Erica from the Classy Climb vlog, everybody. I'm visiting
right.
Atlanta today. So I had to come through. I just left the Grant Cardone 10X conference. It was slamming. Do you like the coffee?
It's not what I was expecting.
So we are at a place called Thousand Islands. What is this?
I don't really, Thousand Hills.
A Thousand Hills Coffee in Atlanta,
Thousand
Georgia.
Hills Coffee.
So it's different, right? So everybody.
It's not Starbucks.
Hey. Everybody can't be
It's for rich people. I don't know what I'm doing drinking.
He got money, y'all. Don't let him fool you.
It's an acquired taste that I don't have. So how you enjoying that?
I'm gonna put those in bloopers. I'm gonna put that whole B-roll bloopers.
I'm keeping mine.
We're gonna keep it, but it's
I'm
funny.
gonna keep mine.
All right. Everybody, 1, 2, 3. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb vlog. I am here with Casino is the Name. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I just flew in from Grant Cardone's 10X in Miami. I'm enjoying the vibe. I've hit up local vegan food. It's been great. I'm in a brand new hotel that's been open for like 2 weeks. So it's unique, but we'll do more videos from there this week. What's up, man?
I'm good. I forgot there's 2 cameras, right? So looking at the top, so if you don't look funny to you, it's because I'm looking up there. 2 cameras, I'm good, right? My name is Casino. My show is called Casino is the Name. You can find it on YouTube. Chilling with the big dog, Erica Williams from the Classy Climb. So, you know, everything is good. She down here spending a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? She down here buying expensive coffees, staying in luxury hotels. She doing it big down here. She doing it big down here.
So, you know, we try to at the Classy Climb, you know, keep a low profile.
I'm
joking.
profile.
No, we don't keep a low profile. We're living
they see you
our
coming out of
10X
the hotel,
life.
they gonna be like, oh, that ain't no low profile.
So, what made you jump on and do YouTube?
Man, so I started basically in doing like music, like in the entertainment side. So we were doing events, concerts, and YouTube just kind of came along with basically a place to put your music videos so that whenever you wanted to show somebody, you would just show them where the music video is, and it's a place where you can learn. I learned how to mix and master on YouTube. I learned how to do a lot of things on YouTube. So I was just doing YouTube and storing videos. I was even shooting short films and putting them on YouTube. But it wasn't so that people would like find it or anything. It was just so that if I go somewhere.
Express yourself.
Well, if I just go somewhere and I want to say, hey, you know, this is what I can do, because I shoot videos for people and things like that. So if I wanted to display my work, I needed to be able to show them an example of the kind of work that I can do. So that's how I kind of got started, and then it just kind of took on a whole nother form. And I pretty much live on YouTube. I go to YouTube for TV, for music.
Roy Ayers.
Yeah.
Like, so he has a resurgence due to Robert Glasper, but due to what? YouTube. So now he's touring, he's on the road, he's 87 years old. Like,
wow.
You know, like he was in the 70s, huge, and now he's back.
Wow,
getting that
crazy.
Second group of young people to know who he is.
Yeah, and you know, I was on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat. I mean, I still have all of those, but Facebook started getting like ratchet, like crazy ratchet. Instagram, my Instagram, I hate to open it. I can't open my Instagram in public because there's something going on there that I don't want nobody to see. And I'm just like, why is all of this going on? Like, this is not how it started. Facebook was very clean when it first started. It was college, and now it's all the people from my old background on the doing the most. Trust me, they doing the most. Putting out all kind of information, videos. They always getting blocked and getting put in what they call
weekly
Facebook jail and things like that.
They be like, why am I in Facebook jail again? I'll be like, why are you in Facebook jail?
Right. It's all memes and jokes and everything like that on there. It's basically the new MySpace right now. It's basically MySpace.
Damn.
And so I like YouTube because I can learn on YouTube. I can discover new things, see new things, but on Facebook I don't see those things. So I kind of transitioned from Facebook and I'm pretty much just on YouTube.
Ditto here on YouTube every day, learning, growing, sharing, connecting with people. There's so many people from the 10X conference who are YouTubers who were like, whoa, I just reached out to you, I just saw you. They did really great vlogging, by the way, and I'll tag some of them because I did not vlog while I was there. I was there to soak up everything and meet people in line and talk to people. And some days I came a little late, you know what I'm saying? You know, your girl come there late. But I feel like YouTube's such a big moneymaker. Not just because I'm a 6-figure YouTuber, been that way a couple years now. But yeah, you know,
I ain't there.
He gonna be there.
I'm not there. I'm a 1-figure YouTuber. No, you know what? I'm a 4-figure YouTuber.
You're a 4-figure YouTuber.
I'm a 4-figure YouTuber. I like that.
You're getting close.
I like that. Okay. I never even thought about that. So yeah, I'm a 4-figure YouTuber. She's a 6-figure YouTuber. You know, I'm just here soaking up the game. You know.
You go to next this year.
Yo, I did one live with her and it changed my life. Okay, because it was like, what? I'm missing all of this. Like I had no idea.
And then you came on after and people were super chatting. You're like, what are y'all doing?
Yo, this is crazy. Thank you, YouTube. You know.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Well, and here's the thing. I was telling people, there's a book called The Slight Edge and the Compound Effect. I'm trying to think of the third book. Oh, the third book is No Limit Person. I'll talk more about the books later this week when we do the videos. But people are doing like very little. So when you do just a little bit more, you stand out, right? And when we're at Grant Cardone's 10X, it was crazy because some people are like, well, I don't want to go 10X, I just want to go 5X, or I just want a little bit. And I go, whatever you think you need to reach your goal, you're gonna need more. Because many people, they'll tell you right now, when they were younger, they thought 50,000 a year is all they would need. Now they're older kids and life has moved and changed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So we want to be able to provide content for people to realize it's not just people who want to quit their job and start a whole new thing, but it's also for people who are just going to be investing as far as some rental properties, again, trucking, you know, passive income streams that, in my opinion, if you're helping people, when you're renting a place out to somebody, you're giving them somewhere to live. When you're owning a truck, you're giving a driver a job.
Right.
Technically, you know, he's 1099, but he's still driving.
Right.
You're giving opportunity to people.
Right.
And you're serving people.
So I just did a video where I was talking about my future plans for my YouTube career and saying that I have a trucking business, but YouTube is more important to me than the trucking business. Now, I make more money in the trucking business right now, but what I can scale to, what I can accomplish on YouTube, I couldn't accomplish with the trucking business. And so I now have this week I'm supposed to go and have a meeting with a corporate sponsor. There's a company that wants to sponsor my YouTube channel who does factoring for truckers. And I wouldn't have got that if I didn't have my online presence. If I didn't have YouTube, I wouldn't have that opportunity. I would have just been a trucker and they wouldn't have been sponsoring me, you know. But because of my channel, they want to sponsor me, they want to get behind me, they want to help me push. They want to pay me for every video that I mention them in. They want to do all of these things. They want to put me on their company letter, the corporate letter. But if I was just a trucker, who they have hundreds of truckers there, but I'm the only one that they're interested in doing something like this with, and it's because of YouTube.
And we want to thank you, the subscribers.
Absolutely.
Thank you for liking.
Making it happen.
Thank you for super chatting. Thank you for bringing your questions. You know, you make this channel what it is. And I'll keep bringing more people on to interview and talk to. And there's just so much, you know. So what is the, you know, you're here in Atlanta.
Right.
You know, the home of music.
Yes.
You know, it used to be the home freaknik. You know, just all kind of craziness here.
Yes.
What do you think in the future, next 5 years, you see Atlanta kind of going towards?
You know, it's crazy because Atlanta has so much money here in the city. Like, this is a city that is not like, the people here aren't broke. I mean, no, of course there's gonna be slums
There's
everywhere.
some broke people, yeah.
Of course there's gonna be anywhere, right? But I don't know if you heard, but like this past weekend, Super Bowl weekend, P from QC, he's the president of QC. Him and some of his artists, they went to a club and they threw 500,000. They went there with a Brinks truck, okay? They threw 500,000 in the club. They basically
made it rain.
Yeah, broke records like never before, you know. Like
they bought those girls brand new BMWs.
Not since Big Meech has anything like this happened, and Big Meech was also here in Atlanta. So the amount of money and stars and everything that's around here, the amount of money that's being accumulated in the city and in the surrounding areas is crazy. Business people, Google is right down the street. They have 2 floors in this building right down the street. Like every major company just about is here. Coca-Cola is from Atlanta. It is so much money here, and it is just now starting to catch up with New York as far as the cost of living here in Atlanta is
It's still very
It's
low.
a fraction of what you would expect from a city that has all of this potential. And Georgia is already the #1 entrepreneur state. We just bought some tea from a girl who
Majestic tea.
From Majestic Tea. We just bought some tea from a lady who has her own tea brand and she makes it herself, I guess.
It's bottled,
and,
everything.
Yeah, and so people here are willing to shop with you and willing to spend money with you instead of going to the big brands because they want to give you a shot because that's how we're programmed. So what I see for Atlanta coming, I don't want to be anywhere else. Like I see, because I got friends in the islands. One of my friends, he's in one of the Virgin Islands, and he's always telling me, hey, you need to come over here. You know, this is a good place for our people.
To start up.
And I'm like, bro, I'm in the best place for our people. Man.
Listen, I talk about this. People keep this dream of going to Africa and going to other countries. If you cannot make it in some of these cities and towns you're in right now, baby, you're going to go overseas and struggle.
Right.
We struggle. It's in the mind.
Right.
It's up here. Now, you may say the cost of living, Erica, if I go here, it'll be so pennies on dollar. True, if you go to Thailand, you go to Vietnam, you're going to be dirt penny cheap.
Yeah.
But are you going to have the same connections, the same access, the same different things? Right. I was telling him earlier, I'm in Texas, and I'm in Austin, but I feel like I got to Austin early. Now, what do I mean by that? Austin has Apple coming, technically in 2 years. They got to build this giant place.
Right.
But what I was telling people is if you look at Houston, they call Houston the LA of the South. Now they call Dallas, like they say Houston's mimicking Atlanta, right? And so Houston goes high, right? And then Dallas,
no hate on Houston.
No hate, right?
True,
and even Dallas goes Atlanta. Atlanta can fit in our South Dallas,
Dallas
which it can.
Dallas is huge.
And Dallas did just hit the list for #1 in job creation and growth. So I love that I'm in Austin, Texas. I love that city as far as it makes it the small town / city feel, but I feel like I'm early because in 2 years when Apple gets there,
well, see, also
Austin's gonna be bananas.
You still also have to think about what you want, right? Because Atlanta is a city for entrepreneurs, not just like jobs. You can get jobs and stuff like that because it's jobs everywhere because we got millions of people up here, but this is a city for entrepreneurs.
People move north, move down. It's cheaper living. Now they can do their business ideas.
Right. They can, they can get a bigger house where maybe they, let's say the rent that they were paying in New York was $3,000 a month. They paying $1,500 here, and it's a big enough house where they can live with their mom, auntie, or whatever, and whatever money she got coming in. So they have enough space where they can all live comfortably and save money. But when you're looking at Dallas and things like that, like I look at Dallas like Dallas is an industry city, so you're gonna work more than likely for the big companies because they have huge companies.
They have a lot of manufacturing there too, though. Right. Got a lot of brothers still doing warehouse stuff.
Right, but doing warehouse stuff is usually not entrepreneurial, right? Like you're usually just working for a big corporation, and that's how I see Dallas.
And that's why Austin. Yeah, that's why Austin is. Entrepreneurs, I go anywhere in Austin, everybody works remotely. And what's funny is I'll meet college graduates and they'll be like, man, everybody works remotely. And I'm like, yeah, it's awesome. It's easier to keep people out of traffic if you can work from your house.
Right, absolutely.
Be out of traffic.
Absolutely. So like the opportunities here in Atlanta is crazy. And we're a modern city.
Very, very much so.
So basically all of the internet, the 4G, they're trying to bring 5G and all of that kind of stuff. Like, first of all, we're the hip hop capital or the rap capital, which is the top for marketing in anything. Like music is what's used to market just about everything. And that's why people are making so much money in music right now. It's because they're running ads on everything. But all of these kids around here in these schools, they know all of the social media. They know cell phones. They know what's popping. They know they're living in culture right now. So if you have a child here, your child is probably more suited to move forward in marketing than almost any other.
And we're virtually, remotely.
Yeah, absolutely. Make millions from their phone, right here, going to like their school. They just got a bunch of people. These children are coming out of school celebrities now,
Well, I've made a big thing about student celebrity is the big push to make students not use Facebook, not use Instagram, not put their name on stuff, but the school's making millions off them. And you have several students fighting that by keeping their YouTube channels because they're getting $2 to $7 grand from YouTube in checks, and schools like, you gotta cut this down. Nah, bro, I'm gonna let you, because it's not to go to the NFL. The numbers are this small, right? And so then on top of that, this is something I've always told people: if you're a student, it's your senior year, you already know it's about the season about to be over, and you got 10, 20, 30,000 people following you on Instagram and stuff. whatever teacher you can put out.
Right.
Fight the school later.
Right.
Worst they can do is take your scholarships.
Yeah, and Atlanta is such a it's such an attraction for artists that I was just at one of my friends, his spot, and he's a rapper here in Atlanta, pretty known, and him and Young Thug are like brothers, right? So it would be nothing for us to just be sitting there playing the video games and Young Thug to walk in, Kevin Gates to walk in. It's nothing here in Atlanta for that kind of stuff. We're not surprised by it. We're not like really on the whole, the whole Hollywood, these are super celebrities, these are celebrities. It's so normal here. So there are people who just take pictures with the guy at the house and then they get 1,000 likes and then they maybe even start being able to brand themselves to get some other money and stuff like that. But here it's just so normal.
Yeah.
This is normal.
So, I mean, the key to factor of all this is you need skills. So my whole thing is I was at this conference, the 10X conference, and some of these kids are like, I don't go to college. It's like the cool thing to say, you don't go to college. But here's what I tell them: you need some skills.
Yeah.
Right? Like I have you, Kendra, other people who've gone. Like Kendra went to school absolutely free, agricultural degree at a Black historical college. Ain't cheap.
I know my sister went fam.
Okay, out of state, cheap, for free, went for free.
Yeah.
Then got a government job, paying figures.
Yes.
Paying stacks on stacks.
Pay good. You pay good. Okay?
And now she can invest in real estate. And what people don't understand is you need to get these numbers up, like 80K, 100K. Like you have to get these numbers up in order to invest. And so you good, brother. There is a great guy. He's over there getting ready to set up something. He's like being so nice. Thank you. He's setting it up on the carpet. But like for real though, don't overlook it. I know it's anti-college right now, which is fine, but you need skills. And so that's why I was so big about the Grant Cardone thing. I was so big about digital marketer. Get some skills and get under somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what the whole push for the anti-college thing is. I even did a video for it at one point. I don't know if it's still on my channel where I said it's college worth it.
Because people are coming out with debt and not no new jobs. But here's my thing: if you're gonna come out with 20K, you do not need to live with your parents. You need to go get a job that makes money.
Well, on top of that, you need to choose a college degree that you can make money with. There are too many in my community.
Music degrees.
In my community, you don't need a degree. You don't need a degree for that. But in my community, there are the two main degrees that I see in my old neighborhood, and that is criminal justice degrees and psychology degrees.
Hey,
I have no idea.
Business and psychology.
Business
and psychology.
Business admin and stuff. You say you got a double major. Okay.
I was just doing the most.
Oh yeah.
I stayed extra and everything.
Yeah. So and the reason why most people so I asked somebody, okay, so why did you choose a psychology degree? Now, because I didn't know anything about college either. I went into the Air Force when I got out of high school. I was like, I'm out here in the streets. I spent like another year outside of high school. I wasn't doing anything. I said, I gotta go change my life because this is not going well. So I went into the Air Force. So when I came out, I knew I was gonna go to school, but I didn't know anything. I started general business management. For a matter of fact, I was just admin, general business admin. Yeah. No concentration.
They had a minor in entrepreneurship when I went. It was like a brand new program.
Oh yeah, well they definitely had it when I went, but I didn't know anything about it, right? I was just trying to get a degree because I was just told get a degree. So I started finding out about what kind of degree I should get once I got in my economics classes and started seeing the difference. That different degrees pay and stuff like that. So I started asking people, well, why did you choose a psychology degree? Are you planning on being a psychologist? And they're like, oh no.
No, it's just easy.
I just like the way people think. I was like, what?
It's like, there's no correlation between job and when you leave here.
Like, what are you planning on doing? I don't know. I probably work at, a cell phone place or something like that. Trying to get I was like, well, how is that going to help you? How is a psychology degree going to help you? And so then they'll say, or the other half will be criminal justice degrees. Everybody from my hood will be one of the criminal justice degrees. Everybody who decided, I'm going to go to college. What kind of degree? They're going to do criminal justice. Why you going to do that? Cause. I said, you plan on being a cop? No.
You going to be a lawyer? Everybody
want
to
be a lawyer? No.
It's crazy.
Well, I just want to know how the system works. Oh, you're a criminal. That's in your mind, you're still a criminal. So, but you're not planning on being a cop. You're not planning on being a lawyer. You just want to know how the system works. What do you plan on doing with it? I don't know after that. You know what I'm saying? But I know I need to get a degree though. and that's the only one that kind of got my interest right there, criminal justice. And so those degrees are gonna not gonna help you when you actually end up being a janitor at a school, because you never even planned on going into the career field, or never actually planned on being a cop, you know. So it's those kind of things, and I'm like, it makes no sense. I have an accounting degree, I have an associate's degree in healthcare management, and I got a bachelor's degree in accounting. And I don't need to get a master's, I don't need to get a CPA, I don't need to get any kind of CIA certification, CMA. Those things can help me, but I can still make 6 figures with my bachelor's degree in accounting. And you can have a PhD and you can make like $40,000 a year, and that can take you like 10 years or so to get through all of the school to get your PhD. Makes no sense to me.
Yeah. I mean, so the key out of that takeaway, what we just talked about, go for something that's going to get you where you're trying to go. If not, you know, you don't have to be one of these guys that are like, I didn't go. You still need skills. You just need training. You need soft skills as well. A lot of people are not. They're not good at networking. They're not good at talking in interviews because they just leave high school. They go straight. You know, I've had my friends tell me this guy was in an interview and was like, "That's right, bro." He was like, "Did you just call me bro in an interview?" Like people need help out here. So,
and also, like you have people who say, well, I don't, you know, I want to go to school for what I want to go to school for. But we are not. If you come from the kind of background I came from, if you grew up in apartments and your people ain't had no money, and you know you had relatives died and y'all had to take up a collection in order to bury them and stuff like that, you do not have the luxury to go to school for what you want to go to school for. No, you do not have that luxury. You got to go to school for some money. You know, you got to go to school. The end goal is to get some money, not to just go get an education that you're gonna overpay for that you can't use.
Yeah. So look. They get ready to have an event in this space, and we love the space. There'll be more videos. You know, we might do a little meet and greet on Thursday. We'll see how that works out. But as soon as the guy clears the audio on this today, we should have this posted. But if you think you're gonna be good for video editing or content marketing, you need to hit the links below and put it in the comment section. I will follow up with you. But yeah, we're 10x in this year. We're growing.
That's
we're
right.
expanding.
That's
so.
Right.
Casino.
10x
this year. So you know he's got things coming.
He's got. That. That's what I'm like. What?
He's got books coming.
Oh so, yes, I got a book coming. It's called Big Shot, Hot Shot. It's coming somewhere after Valentine's Day.
All right, you guys.
It's coming.
So look, we gotta let them get ready for this event. Look, you guys, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog, coming out of Austin, Texas, visiting Atlanta. And this is Casino.
Casino is the name. It's my channel. My name is Casino. Down here in Atlanta, Georgia. Man, y'all like, subscribe, share this video.
All right, you guys. Later.